Hello, this is Blue Joe Saunders, WBO middleweight champion of the world. Subscribe to Sport and Icons to stay in touch with all the top news. God bless you all.
When Anthony Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz Jr. in June last year at Madison Square Garden, when I was doing the live commentary for that fight, a lot of you guys would have heard me say, right before the bell went, Joshua don't look right. He looks like there's something wrong with him. And obviously what happened during that fight, a lot of us went, okay, so maybe something was wrong. Now, whether it was, whether it wasn't, I mean, Joshua has recently come out and said that he will release some information as to something that was wrong. But right at that point, he said, listen, I know you lot want to look for excuses. It is what it is, okay? I lost. Let's give Andy Ruiz Jr. the credit, and I'll get him in the next fight, okay? So he pretty much told us to sit down, shut up, stop coming up with conspiracies of concussion and whatever else. Now, when Deontay Wilder lost to Tyson Fury, a lot of the excuses and the conspiracies, they went beyond even what some of us were doing. And I was guilty of some of it with the Anthony Joshua situation. But these guys are coming out with so far extreme things. At some point, I'm expecting them to say it was an alien invasion and things like that, because it's so ludicrous. That's almost embarrassing. And Wilder didn't say a word. He never come out and debunked none of it. But every time that Deontay Wilder, he doesn't perform well, what does he do? He comes out with an excuse. Oh, well, I couldn't throw my right hand in training. My backside was hurting. My left nut was aching. And, you know, he always comes out with some kind of excuse as to why he didn't perform. So him coming out with excuses for him getting absolutely destroyed by Tyson Fury is no surprise. But we were wondering, why is it that he's not coming out and saying to his fans, listen, you guys are embarrassing me right now, because some of these conspiracies are ridiculous. And by him not doing that, it's almost like he was condoning a lot of it. You know, Glovegate, Mark Breland thrown in the towel because of Durrell and the suit, and the water was spiked by a member of his own team, and blah, 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 blah. So he's got to be condoning a lot of this. Now, we know that Deontay Wilder, he likes to twerk a lot for some strange reason. He says that he wants to be pregnant, and I mean, quite obviously, I mean, I can only presume that, you know, he likes wearing frilly necks and that. I mean, he's very, very into his female side. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's got a fag where his B should be, because he's so feminine, it's unreal. Now, he's entitled to be feminine, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. But his fan base are all about a man's man. But yet they come out and condone these kind of things and come out with all these conspiracies. Quite how they can look at their own family in the eyes, I don't know. But a lot of people are going, but these conspiracies are ridiculous. And when I had Bob Arum on the channel, we were talking about some of these conspiracies, and he said that even Shelley Finkel and him were laughing about this because it's just ridiculous. Some of the things that Wilder fans were coming out with. But when Marsellos Wilder, Deontay Wilder's younger brother, who gets battered by journeymen, when he come out with this god-awful speech, this illiterate speech, you can kind of see why. He's of the same kind of mold as a lot of these fanboys. They're trying to buy into this situation of, we want to get Tyson Fury stripped. Tyson Fury's this and Tyson Fury. Just making excuses rather than Deontay Wilder got battered. Let's make the adjustments. Let's see what we can do in the rematch. What they're accusing of Tyson Fury is criminal. And if they can somehow prove any of this, then they need to bring that evidence forward and sue Tyson Fury and get him banned, get him stripped and all that kind of thing. If you can prove it. But the problem is they can't prove it. Or at least I don't believe they can prove it. Who knows? Anyway, let's have a quick recap of the illiterate statement from Marcellus, bring on the gimp, Wilder. You know, it's crazy when you great, they got to do everything that's underneath real to figure out how to stop you. And the most wicked crap about is people on your own team will do anything for the hate money to help them ops take you down. It was discovered by doctors that my brother has a dent in the side of his head due to a blunt object struck against his head from his last fight. No glove or fist was able to cause the damage according to the autopsy. My daddy once told me, if you pull out a gun on somebody, you better kill them, because if they don't, they're going to come back and kill you. The king is about to rise again. We come in for blood. Okay. Now, ridiculous, right? Absolutely ridiculous. And an autopsy. Okay, so listen, Gimp. Wilder didn't die, okay? An autopsy is when you die and they look at your body, they do all kind of internal investigations, if you like, to determine why you died, okay? Wilder didn't die, so it wasn't an autopsy, you complete plum. Now, it's the thing, so he got a dent in the side of his head. I think he probably always had that, because some of the stupidity that Deontay has come out with in the past is borderline ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. He's a babbling buffoon. So that's probably always been there. Maybe he got dropped as a baby. Who knows? But can he prove that it was done in that fight? Can he? Because surely if you get hit in the head by something to the point where it dents your skull, then surely your skin would split, would it not? Can he prove any of this? Did he pay for a doctor to say, yeah, this is what's happened? Is that what he's done? Has he paid a doctor? Has he paid a member of his own team to come out with the, yeah, I was paid by Team Fury to spike Deontay's drink? You know, a member of his team to take the rap. Maybe, who knows? But the thing is, it's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that somehow Tyson Fury can get past all the Nevada State Athletic Commission overseeing the hand wraps, the gloves. JD's was in the dressing room of Tyson Fury too. There's plenty of footage of that. JD's is the trainer and manager of Deontay Wilder. So he was there overseeing all of this. But yet somehow JD's missed it all. So if that's the case, shouldn't JD's be fired? Surely. The referee, who was very, very biased towards Deontay Wilder in that fight and kept protecting him quite a lot, also missed it with the gloves when he checked the gloves. And then the gloves and the wraps and that were checked after the fight too. A member of his own team, I mean, is he talking about JD's with the gloves, or is he talking about the spiking of the drink? Which one's he talking about? So if his drink was spiked, then surely it would have come up on the test after the fight. But he's passed all testing, right? Weird that, isn't it? So, Marcellus, you are an absolute oaf. You're an idiot. And some of these fanboys, these panty-wearing, fadge-having so-called men, it's ridiculous. And this is great news because it means that he is not going to make any adjustments in the third fight other than watch his water and make sure that Tyson Fury's gloves are double-checked. That's the only adjustment he's going to make. That's it. Cool. He's going to get absolutely annihilated again. Can't wait. But again, it's rich coming from someone, say, of Marsellos Wilder, because didn't you have a fight that you won and it was then switched to a no contest afterwards, and you had a ban as well? But yet, no information was released. So here's you crying dirty foul play when clearly you have done something. Whatever you have done is whatever you have done, but you've done something. So let's not accuse Fury when you are guilty, where you have it on your record too. People want to say Tyson Fury has a 2-year backdated ban for something that happened in 2015. Okay, cool. Yes, he does. But so does Marsellos Wilder. Should we not talk about that? It's weird, isn't it? It's weird. Now, we know, or we always knew that Deontay Wilder was going to lose at some point because he's a very, very limited boxer. In fact, most people could probably outbox him. I could probably outbox Deontay Wilder. No, don't get me wrong. At some point, he's going to land that big punch on me and knock me smooth out. I wouldn't go past 2 rounds, to be honest with you. But up to me getting knocked out, I could probably outbox him, to be fair. He's useless. He's about as youthful as tits on a donkey. That's about how youthful he is in the boxing ring outside of that punch. You take that big punch away, he's crap. And it's not just my opinion, it's most people's opinion. He's awful. So of course he was always going to get outboxed. In fact, when was the last time Deontay Wilder actually won a round outside of knocking his opponent out or down? He hasn't won one in a long, long time. So this loss was always going to happen. And I'm pretty sure some of his fans are quite realistic and go, come on, man, this whole Glovegate thing, the suit, all of this is embarrassing now. And I'm pretty sure some of the Wilder fans have then jumped onto the Tyson Fury ship. And it sounds like it in the comment section of here on YouTube and over on social media that, I don't know, it seems to be if you're on the opposite side to Anthony Joshua, you turn into a bit of a prat. I don't really know what that is, but anyway. So, Marsellos Wilder, you're an idiot. Team Wilder, you're idiots. Wilder fanboys, you're idiots. These conspiracies are ridiculous. But as I said, if you can somehow prove any of this, then why is it that Tyson Fury hasn't been sued yet? Why is that? Maybe because it ain't true, right? Wilder, concentrate on your twerking, concentrate on trying to find the resources to become pregnant. Wilder fanboys, just go back into Primark and buy your free necks. All right? Leave boxing to the big boys. Tyson Fury is a far superior boxer to Deontay Wilder. Wilder can't hang with him. That's all it is. He got battered. These excuses are ridiculous. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.